The Ka Thursday knot, also known as the skipjack tuna, Katsuwonus palamis, is a fascinating species of fish that inhabits the tropical and subtropical waters of the world's oceans. Known for its speed, agility, and importance in both the marine ecosystem and the global fishing industry, the skipjack tuna holds significant value, both ecologically and economically. In this continuous exploration, we will delve into its biology, habitat, behavior, role in the marine food web, cultural significance, and the challenges it faces in the modern world. The Ka Thursday knot is not just a fish of interest due to its commercial value but also because of its complex life cycle, migratory patterns, and its importance in maintaining the balance of marine ecosystems. The Ka Thursday knot is a member of the Scombridae family, a group that includes some of the fastest and most migratory fish in the ocean. It is a small to medium-sized tuna species, typically growing to about 50 to 60 centimeters in length, although larger individuals can exceed this size. The skipjack tuna is easily recognized by its streamlined, fusiform body that is designed for speed. Its back is a dark blue or indigo color, while its belly is silver, often adorned with horizontal streaks or lines that help camouflage it in the water. The sides of the fish are marked by several distinct dark horizontal lines, which provide further identification. These lines are often described as characteristic of the species, and the dark coloration on the dorsal side helps the tuna blend into the depths of the ocean, while the silvery belly provides protection from predators below. Skipjack tuna are pelagic, meaning they live in the open ocean, typically in the warm waters of the Indian, Pacific, and Atlantic Oceans. They can be found in both shallow coastal areas and deeper offshore waters, but their distribution is primarily dependent on the availability of food and favorable oceanographic conditions. The species prefers water temperatures ranging from 22 to 30 degrees Celsius, which is characteristic of tropical and subtropical zones. The skipjack tuna is not a solitary fish. It is typically found in large schools, especially during feeding or migration. These schools can consist of hundreds to thousands of individuals and are often found in close proximity to other species, such as yellowfin tuna and other small pelagic fish. The schooling behavior of the skipjack is a strategy for both hunting and defense. By forming large schools, the fish can more effectively find food while also reducing the risk of predation. This collective defense mechanism helps protect them from larger marine predators such as sharks, swordfish, and even larger tunas. Skipjack tuna are carnivorous and feed on a variety of smaller marine organisms, including other fish, squid, and crustaceans. Their diet varies depending on the availability of prey in the regions they inhabit. For example, juvenile skipjack tuna often consume zooplankton and small fish, while adult skipjack tend to hunt larger prey such as anchovies, sardines, and other small pelagic fish. They are opportunistic feeders, using their exceptional swimming speed and stamina to chase and capture prey. Their speed, which can reach up to 75 kilometers per hour, allows them to chase schools of smaller fish and outpace potential predators. The feeding behavior of the skipjack is often coordinated within the school, with individuals working together to herd smaller fish into tight formations, making them easier to capture. One of the most remarkable features of the Ka Thursday knot is its migratory behavior. Like other tuna species, the skipjack tuna is known for its extensive migrations across vast distances. These migrations are typically triggered by changes in ocean temperature and the availability of food. They move in search of feeding grounds, and their migrations can span hundreds or even thousands of kilometers. In some cases, these migrations are seasonal, with skipjack tuna traveling between feeding grounds in temperate waters and breeding grounds in tropical waters. This long-distance travel is facilitated by the tuna's powerful swimming abilities, which are supported by a highly specialized muscular system that enables them to move swiftly through the water. The skipjack's migratory patterns are not entirely understood, but it is believed that these fish follow oceanographic features such as currents, temperature gradients, and areas of high productivity to find the best feeding conditions. They are capable of enduring long migrations, often remaining in the open ocean for extended periods before returning to coastal areas to spawn. Spawning is a critical part of the skipjack tuna's life cycle. These fish are known for their prolific reproductive capabilities. Skipjack tuna do not have a specific breeding season. instead, they can spawn year-round, although spawning is most commonly observed during warmer months. Spawning typically occurs in warm, tropical waters, where the water temperature is ideal for egg and larval development. The eggs are released into the water column, where they are fertilized externally. Once fertilized, the eggs hatch into larvae that drift in the open ocean. The larvae grow rapidly, transitioning through several stages before reaching juvenile and adult size. This rapid growth is one of the reasons why skipjack tuna are able to maintain stable populations despite high fishing pressure. The species reaches sexual maturity relatively quickly, typically at around 1 year of age, allowing them to begin reproducing at an early stage in their life cycle. The Ka Thursday knot is not only important for its role in marine ecosystems but also for its significance in global fisheries. Skipjack tuna are one of the most commercially important species of tuna due to their abundance, fast growth rates, and widespread distribution. They are a valuable catch for both large industrial fisheries and small-scale artisanal fisheries. The global demand for tuna, particularly in Asia, has made the Ka Thursday knot a highly sought-after fish, both for direct consumption and for use in processed products like canned tuna. In fact, skipjack tuna makes up the majority of the canned tuna market worldwide, especially in countries like Japan, the United States, and various nations in Europe. The meat of the skipjack is characterized by its firm texture and slightly darker color compared to other tunas like yellowfin or bluefin, but it is still highly prized for its flavor. It is commonly used in sushi, sashimi, grilled preparations, and canned products. In the global seafood trade, the skipjack tuna is an important commodity, with millions of tons being caught and processed each year. Its significance to the fishing industry cannot be overstated, as it provides livelihoods for millions of fishermen and supports entire economies in coastal regions. However, the growing demand for skipjack tuna has also raised concerns about the sustainability of tuna fisheries. Overfishing, particularly in regions like the Indian Ocean and parts of the Pacific, has become a major issue for the species. The global market for tuna, driven by both domestic consumption and export, has put significant pressure on skipjack populations. While the species is not currently considered to be at immediate risk of extinction, there is concern that continued overfishing could lead to population declines, disruptions to marine ecosystems, and economic losses for the communities that depend on tuna fisheries. To address these concerns, international organizations like the Western and Central Pacific Fisheries Commission, WCPFC, and the Indian Ocean Tuna Commission, IOTC, have implemented regulations and management strategies aimed at ensuring the sustainable harvest of skipjack tuna. These include catch limits, fishing gear restrictions, and seasonal fishing bans. Despite these efforts, illegal, unreported, and unregulated IUU fishing remains a significant problem, further exacerbating the challenges of sustainable tuna fisheries. In addition to overfishing, climate change poses a growing threat to the Ka Thursday knot and other tuna species. Rising sea temperatures, ocean acidification, and changes in ocean currents could disrupt the migratory patterns of skipjack tuna and affect their distribution. Warmer waters may push the species into different regions, forcing them to compete for food and breeding grounds with other fish. Additionally, ocean acidification could affect the health of marine ecosystems, including the plankton that form the base of the tuna's food chain. Climate change could also exacerbate the frequency and intensity of storms, which could disrupt tuna fisheries and make fishing more dangerous for fishermen. As such, efforts to mitigate climate change and reduce carbon emissions are critical for the long-term survival of the skipjack tuna. Despite these challenges, the Ka Thursday knot remains a resilient species, capable of adapting to changes in its environment. Its fast growth rates, widespread distribution, and highly migratory nature have allowed it to thrive in the world's oceans for millions of years. However, continued vigilance is necessary to ensure the sustainability of this important fish species. The development of more sustainable fishing practices, improved management strategies, and greater cooperation between governments, fisheries, and conservation organizations will be crucial in safeguarding the future of the Ka Thursday knot. By implementing stricter regulations, supporting sustainable fishing techniques, and reducing the impacts of climate change, it is possible to maintain healthy populations of skipjack tuna and ensure that future generations can continue to enjoy the benefits of this remarkable species. In conclusion, the Thursday knot, or skipjack tuna, is a species that plays a critical role in the marine ecosystem and in the global fishing industry. From its ecological importance as a predator and prey in the ocean food web to its economic value in the tuna industry, this species is integral to both marine biodiversity and human livelihoods. Despite the pressures faced by the Thursday knot, its resilience and ability to adapt make it a symbol of the interconnectedness of marine ecosystems and the importance of sustainable management practices. As the global community continues to face challenges related to overfishing and